Hello everyone, the aquarium you can see behind me. There is always a problem, an issue, no matter what it is. But here is always something happening, persistent. Long story short, first of all, the filter broke. I don't know what caused this issue, but anyway. And I was searching for a good alternative, couldn't find, because I do not want an external filter here, like hang on the back, because there is not so much space behind. And on the sideways, there are like these holders for the lamp, etc. So I was searching for an internal one, but the problem is most of them, if they are big, as I have a lot of filter media, they are quite powerful, too powerful for that size. If they fit, they do not fit by size of filter media. You know, it just doesn't fit. And in the long run, I just removed some media, and let me just show you. Two filters of the same size and same model right now, because I had just the same filter in my ecosystem aquarium. So I took it out, I put the filter media, and I put it here, and they look quite nicely symmetrical, and you almost do not notice them. It's like they are not here even. Just take a look at this, right? I like that look. And I didn't have to buy anything new because I placed an older, smaller filter into my ecosystem instead of that one. Everything is fine. Most of the filter media fit, only maybe like two pieces of sponge I removed, but I didn't like these pieces anyway because they were quite fine, so they were always like clogged or whatever. There is a spray bar on this one. On that one though, there is just a tube because I removed the spray bar. I wanted to replace it with a nozzle, but I didn't find this alternative nozzle. And I left it like that in order to make the flow a bit stronger. I need more flow right now because there is obviously a problem. I do not know if I told you guys already or not. There is blackbird algae. You can see some leftovers. Yesterday I was having quite some fun removing that because it was all over the sand. So I had to remove all the sand. I got rid of it. Yeah, there is less sand. I'm planning to add more, but before that, I guess I need to tackle the problem. I know what causes this. Excessive organics, probably overfeeding a little bit, too much lighting. So I need to tackle all those issues. I also added liquid CO2 in order to get rid of all those leftovers of blackbird algae. Right now there is not so much like left, but there are still some, like on this wood you can probably see, yeah, a little like bit of hair algae, and here and there as well, all over the place. You can probably notice if you just come up close to the aquarium and start looking. Yeah, I mean, like, you will definitely witness that. I will just keep a look on the aquarium. Right now it's a little bit murky, as I added crystal water as well, tetra crystal water, in order to remove the cloudiness. So it will take around like several hours, usually around 6 hours for water to clarify. If you wonder what happened with this one, there is this old filter with the filter media, which was in that filter that I put in to 60p aquarium, and it was here. Maybe you remember, maybe not. And when I removed it, I was actually quite happy because right now the aquarium looks a bit more I don't know, organized, less messy, because you know, the less equipment, the neater the aquarium looks, especially that small of a size. Yeah, it's kind of like 20 liters or something. So yeah, the only thing which is important is when all the filter media fits. So that's it. You do not lose a lot, basically, if you swap the filters or replace them or whatever. Don't forget about the content of it, rather. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for checking out this humble video. This is the update. Yesterday there was so much fun, you know, maintaining that, but I'm happy that it looks much better than before. Plus it was overgrown again. Anyway, I have noticed that this aquarium suffers more from destabilizations. I don't know the exact reason why, because the other aquarium, the Lone Woodscape, it's been running for a month without significant issues. There is not so much algae or duckweed or overgrowth. I wanted to exemplify you how inconsistent sometimes maintenance can be. For instance,
The last time I showed you this aquarium, I actually did the maintenance on it. And it's been like that ever since. I didn't do anything. But what's more interesting is that when I was recording the previous video, the aquarium was obviously overgrown. There was a lot of algae and stuff on the glass and inside the aquarium and a lot of duckweed, right? And I do remember that I recorded this when 3 weeks passed since the maintenance. And right now it's also 3 weeks past since that maintenance that I did after I recorded. And you see, somehow this doesn't return. The algae doesn't return. The duckweed is just a little bit of duckweed, but you cannot see it, like, you know. And there is no algae basically right now. Maybe just a little bit of leftovers, and that's it. So I wonder what changed. There are no obvious changes. I mean, like, the lighting period is the same. I feed the fish in the same way, and there has been no reduction in, like, stock. Everything is just the same. So I wonder why, which makes me to draw only just one conclusion. And the conclusion is, the last time maybe I did a much better job at maintenance, but I doubt it because I didn't do anything specific. I just removed lots of duckweed maybe. But as for algae and everything else, it was even milder maintenance than before. So I wonder, like, why? What is happening? Yeah, sometimes you never know, right? And that's the reason to be optimistic, guys. If your tank goes sideways, if you have algae suddenly or whatever, you just sometimes have to wait to do your best, and maybe it will be gone on its own. Then it may bounce back, and then you can fight it again, just for aesthetic purposes. And if you just keep this calm mind, this actually helps. Plus, there was an excessive growth of anubias since the last maintenance. I don't know why, but yeah, it's obvious the leaves are much bigger than they were before. Yeah, and they are multiplying, and there are even like more leaves coming, as you can probably see here, right? Yeah, and new leaves coming, like small ones. They are usually darker, etc. Sometimes lighter, but I think most of the time they are darker. The cryptocorynes are okay, but they are still melting a little bit, as you can see here, but not massively, so I'm kind of happy about that. The last time I plucked out all the yellowings. Can I say something like that? Yellowing leaves, right? Or yellowed, rather. So yeah, and if you wonder what it is, it's actually the Corydoras. He is enthusiastically stirring up their substrate. Other than that, the water stays really nice and clean. I'm very happy about that. And of course, the less you do the maintenance, the more happy sometimes you feel, because, you know, let's be honest, we are all people, and quite often we can be not in the mood or have no energy to do maintenance. So that's why, if you can get away without it, when your aquarium is just healthy with little to no maintenance, of course it's kind of an achievement in ecosystem tank keeping and husbandry in general as well, because, you know, when your tank runs on autopilot, it means that you are doing something right, and you are patient, and you are kind of careful and observant, etc.
So I don't know. I suspect that anyway, there's too much light and too many nutrients. Maybe that's the problem, maybe not. But I will be keeping an eye on this and keep on experimenting. Right now it's looking much better, so I think I need to shorten the lighting period. And plus maybe I should add nutrients and liquid CO2 and other stuff more regularly. And plus I need to control the feeding as well, because maybe it was a little bit out of control. Maybe to restock the aquarium, to shorten the stocking a little bit, but I'm not sure, because other aquariums are also stocked in almost the same way. So yeah, no idea. Anyway, I will keep you updating. Hopefully there will be more videos to come, hopefully. And thank you so much once again, and see you next time then. It's Mr. Poe.